Hey guys, and welcome back to Mellyns. I'm Mel.
I'm Lynn's.
And today we're going to talk to you guys about the new NARS concealers in little pots. The soft matte concealer, I think that it's called.
Soft Matte Complete Concealer.
Yes. So we're going to talk about a little bit about it and then also compare it to the Radiant Creamy Concealer and kind of share our thoughts and which one we like better and how we kind of use them. So I have two colors. I have Chantilly and Custard, which is medium 1 and light 1.
I have the shade Vanilla in both, which is light 2. And that's one of the things that I really liked about it too, was that all the colors are the same. And I think they pretty much transfer from one to the other. So if you've been using the Radiant Creamy Concealer and you know what shade you are, then you can just pick up that same shade in the soft matte one, which is what I did.
Yeah, I think it's really smart that they did that. I hate when you go and like there's a brand that has like multiple concealers or multiple foundations, but they don't line up, and I'm like, well, I want to try this, but I don't know what my color is.
Yeah, especially I do a lot of shopping online, so
yeah,
being able to know what shade I am makes it so much easier.
I also have Creme Brulee in the creamy concealer.
She's got all the different colors.
Just because underneath my eyes I do have like some darkness, and apparently the pink in the concealer is supposed to get rid of that.
Cancel that out.
So, but in these colors, I just went with what color I normally am because I wanted to put it on other places on my face, and my skin tone is not pink at all, so that would not have worked for me. Yeah, she's more pink. I'm more neutrally yellow toned. More neutral than anything, which sometimes is hard because not a lot of brands have neutral undertones, I feel like. The Hourglass Stick Foundation actually does, which I was so surprised about.
That's what I'm wearing today.
Yeah, I really like that foundation. I think they did a great job with colors. But anyway.
We'll do a separate video where we talk all about it and how amazing it is.
So I actually prefer, I think, the soft matte, just because under my eyes, I find that it doesn't crease as much as the creamy. Even though they say that the creamy is creaseless, but I feel like on me, very liquidy concealers tend to crease on me, which is weird because you'd think that the heavier, thicker concealers would do that, but I don't know, I definitely think I lean more towards the matte in the pot concealer.
So I'm a little mixed because I have always been a huge fan of the Radiant Creamy Concealer. I've used it for a long time. I've tried other things in between, and I always go back to the Radiant Creamy Concealer. I love it. So when this came out, I was excited because I was like, yay, NARS, I love you. And I loved that the shades like transferred. So
yeah.
If you knew, it was, so that made it easy, and I loved that. And I was a little nervous about the pot because I've heard that if you have puffiness underneath, I guess, that sometimes the pot can emphasize that a little bit.
Yeah. I find that they did like a really good job with this formula because, I mean, my skin is more combination, yours is more dry, but I get dry during the winter, but a little oily during the summer.
And I'm actually not that dry under my eyes, which is strange, but I'm hoping that means I won't have wrinkles.
That's true. So, I mean, yeah, my under eyes are a little bit dry during the winter, but like using a cream with it, I feel like it helps. And so, and even say like with that, I feel like this doesn't emphasize that dryness. I don't know for someone who actually has dry under eyes and who that's a problem for if this wouldn't work, because I mean my eyes are just dry during the winter. So I'm interested to see like what other people think, because obviously everyone's skin is different.
Different skin types.
I can't really talk about how it's gonna affect like really dry skin, but
one of the things I can say first off that I noticed right away that I really liked about this one is it is so easy to apply.
Yes.
I personally, and I'm sure there's a lot of different ways that you can do it, my personal favorite is I take my finger, clean hands, clean fingers, dip them in, like pat it under my eye. If I'm really tired that day, maybe I do another coat. I build it until I'm at the coverage level that I want. And if I need to maybe blend out the edges with my beauty blender, but I can put this concealer on in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It blends out super fast.
I actually love using like a flat concealer brush because I like to mix the two. So I don't like to like dip my fingers in because then it gets all over the place. But so I actually put the two under my eye with a flat concealer brush, and I actually use this Cosmetics, I'm trying to find the 103 little fluffy concealer brush, and I just go and blend out the edges, and it's like flawless. It looks amazing, and I love that it's so easy to blend, it's so easy to use. Where I think with like the creamy concealer, it's a little bit harder
I think
to
it's
get that coverage,
harder.
and it's definitely more coverage than the creamy.
Yeah.
But
I'm a big fan of when I'm using a creamy concealer, whether it's this one or the Tarte Shape Tape, I like to blend it out with my Beauty Blender. I just think that's the damp Beauty Blender, blending out concealer.
It's the best way to do it.
On my skin, that is what looks the best. But that takes time. First you gotta wet your Beauty Blender.
Yeah, and sometimes in the morning, I just don't have time for that.
Yeah, it's like sometimes
Extra step.
It's the dumbest things. I'm like, oh, I gotta wet this thing.
Yeah, and if
Squeeze it out.
if I did my makeup in like in a bathroom, because I have a beauty station in my room, it's just a desk that I keep all my makeup at because my bathroom's so small. Maybe if I did actually do my makeup in the bathroom.
No, I do my makeup in the bathroom and I still get annoyed by it. Because sometimes I literally have 5 minutes. Like people talk about like 5-minute makeup. Sometimes I literally have 5 minutes. And that takes a solid 45 seconds to wet your Beauty Blender and
really
squeeze it out and then like get all the water out of it. That like takes time because I like get, you know, really damp.
And I feel like with the beauty blenders, they get so much dirtier so much faster. And I hate cleaning my brushes. I know that it's necessary and I know that it's important, but I hate doing it. So the less I have to clean my brushes, the better. But with the Beauty Blender, I feel like I have to clean it every other day because I can see the makeup and I don't like that.
It's gross, it's gross. So this is nice because I use my fingers, so I don't have to clean any brush. I also like it because sometimes if I'm doing a smoky eye and I do my eyes first, I like to prime. Can I help me out here?
Sorry, I don't know where she was going with this.
I like
because
to
you can use it to clean up.
I like to prime with my concealer, so this is super easy if I don't have any. Like with this, you put it on and then I kind of blend it up over my eyelid. But when I start with my eyes, it's super easy to pop this on my eyelid and
They remind me a little bit of the MAC Painterly pots because like the more nude ones in like, they're a little creamier than that. But for like priming the eye, that's kind of what they remind me of because I used to use those too.
I don't think we opened it.
Oh no, we didn't. Well, mine are a little, I've used these a lot, so they're not as nice as hers. But you know, it's okay. These are mine. Can't really tell on the camera though because it's kind of washed out. But those are those colors. So I honestly think if you are a fan of the Radiant Creamy, like you should try this out because it's just as good as the Radiant Creamy concealer. I think maybe a hair better for fast application and more full coverage.
I find it easier to use. I think the coverage is better. I actually did, oh no, I forget which is which. No, the soft matte on this eye and the Radiant Creamy on this eye. And I felt like once I set it, because my eyes are not that dry, that I actually have a bit of oil, I have to be really careful and really, really set my concealer. Otherwise I have mascara all over the place. So once I set it and baked and did all that stuff, I felt like it looked similar. I don't know, can you tell the difference?
No. This one has a little bit more coverage. This is the creamy side?
The Radiant Creamy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting. Huh. This side looks a little bit more powdery though.
So I wonder if because it's the creaminess of it picks up the powder.
And this side's creasing a little. This side isn't. Like this you can really tell where there's like a line here, but this side is more softly blended.
So there you go.
The light
is
so
test. One of my only downsides to this is I get a lot of redness around my nose and sometimes I'll use my concealer. Like if my foundation doesn't cover it all to my liking, I'll pop a little extra concealer on there. And I did that with this and I felt like it emphasized the dryness.
Really?
It looked a little cakey. So hopefully going into summer.
Yeah, I mean I use it around my nose a little bit because I get redness here too. And I find that it sits okay there. I go back and forth with this because sometimes I set it with the Laura Mercier powder and then other times I feel like I don't really have to because it's not so wet like a creamy concealer would be.
It's not a creamy concealer.
So sometimes I completely forget because it looks so natural and I'm like, I don't remember if I said this or not. So
I wish I have to.
Some days. Some days, you never know. But I feel like on your face, like in other places, it is good to cover up. Like I just had some spots for a while and I use this to cover it up and I think it is good. The coverage is good for other places other than just under your eyes. Because that's the one thing about this that I find, like, it's not good at covering up, like, spots. Redness, it's okay, but, like, if you have, like, a breakout or, like, I feel like this isn't enough, where this might be, like, because you can layer it and it's a little bit more coverage. So there are definitely pros and cons to both. But it's really personal preference. They're both great products, and I think NARS really did a great job coming out with this. It was very different for them, and because they're always you just always hear about this, so it was nice to see them kind of step in a different direction. I love NARS, so it's like one of my favorite brands.
That's an awesome brand.
So anything they do, I obviously go out and buy it. But I think this is definitely something to check out.
I definitely think it's a winner.
Yeah.
So next time you're in Sephora or
although it's always sold out at our Sephora, the colors are always like so hard to get. I ordered both of mine online, at least in our store. I don't know about other stores.
Oh, I ordered mine from Saks actually. I had a gift card.
I think
if you're in a department store,
oh yes,
you can always check out the counter. Like
our Lord and Taylor just got these, so and I think Ulta has them online now too. Because they only had some NARS stuff, but I think they just got these. I remember seeing it in like a new product release kind of thing recently. So I think they have them online. So many places to buy it. But yeah. So thanks for joining us in this video. I hope we enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in our next one.
See you soon.
Bye.